In today's tutorial we are going to do the teeny weeny crochet caps. This pattern is available in 4 different sizes. We have in the very back, we have the up to 3-month size. We then have a newborn size just like this. We also have 5 to 6 pound preemie size, and we also have the preemie of 3 to 4 pounds. You can see when you lay them all out, you can see that they are different sizes and they're also different heights. The pattern that we're doing today will be listed on the title of this video. In today's tutorial we're going to do the 3 to 4 pound teeny weeny crochet cap. You'll need a 4.5 millimeter, a size US size 7 crochet hook, and I'm using Caron Simply Soft yarn today. You can get 15 hats of this size out of one Caron Simply Soft yarn ball. So as promised, this pattern comes in 4 different sizes, and all of the sizes are available in this very easy to follow pattern instructions. So we have preemie sizes of 3 to 4 pounds. We have another preemie size of 5 to 6 pounds. We have a newborn of 7 to 9 pounds, and then up to 3 months of 10 to 12 pounds. Now the title of this video is indicating what size that we're going to be working on today. So it says right here in the instructions on how many hats. So it says, you see how there's different colors? Those are what's indicating in the instructions as we go out throughout this particular idea. So we're gonna start off in the instructions, for example, and if we're doing the preemie size of 3 to 4 pounds, it'll say you do all of this, and then it says 3 to 4 pounds only. So this is only gonna apply when you're working on this one, and then you will see in other instructions of what you need to do. So sizes 5 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, all is here instead. So you just have to watch these particular colors. Now for this particular kind of project, it says that for one hat, one ball will make 15 hats, and then the next size of 5 to 6 pounds of the preemie, it's 10 hats. The next size of newborn, it'll be 9 hats, and then up to 3 months you can get 6 hats out of one Caron Simply Soft yarn ball. So without further ado, let's start working on this project together, and let's begin now. So let's begin with our Caron Simply Soft yarn. Let's create a slip knot, and this is for beginners as well. So the first 3 rounds on any one of the 4 sizes are identical to each other, and let's begin to do that now. So here's our slip knot on the hook. Remember that it never counts as one. So we need to start at the top of the hat and work our way down to the forehead of the child. So let's begin. We're going to chain 3. So remember, the one on the hook never counts as one. So 1, 2, and 3, and what it's asking us to do is do 8 half double crochets in the 3rd chain from the hook, which is basically the first one that we started with. So let's just wrap the hook going into the 1st chain, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. That's 1 of 8. So let's continue to do that. So wrap in, pull through all 3. So that was number 2. Okay, and that was 3. Now this straggler here, see how I'm just laying it down on top so that it covers over the ring? It's just a way of securing that without ever having to worry about it. So that was 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what you need to do, it says here, join with the slip stitch to the first half double crochet. Well, we had to do 8, so just looking back, if you're confused, count backwards. So you got 1 underneath, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is right there. So if you're ever confused on what you're looking at, just count backward at this point and join it with the slip stitch, and that's the center ring. Let's move along to round number 2. So we want to start off with chaining of 2. And what we have to just do is we go just chain 2, 1 and 2, and into the same stitch right underneath you want to half double crochet 2 times. So 1 and 2. You will notice in the instructions that the chaining of 2 in any starting of the rounds does not count as a stitch, so just don't count that as a stitch. So it's not included as a half double crochet. So we're gonna put 2 half double crochets into each stitch going all the way around. Now if you're thinking about this, how many stitches are you going to go all the way around? It's a total of 8. Okay, so we're just adding 2 half double crochets into each one going all the way around. Right in the very beginning here is where you need to really worry about your stitch counts to get them right. So at the end what I want to do is that I want to count each group of 2, and there should be a total of 8 when I'm done that. So I can either just count it out loud as I'm going here, or I can just count it when I'm done. I think there's 7 here because I still have 1 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's my last one here. So you probably thought, okay, well if you're a new crocheter, there was actually 2. This one is extending into the first one, so that's why it doesn't count. So we want to join this with the top of the beginning half double crochet to finish that off, and that was round number 2. So let's move along to round number 3. Round number 3, we're going to start off by chaining 2. Remember that does not count as a stitch, and in the next one available to you, so right directly underneath, you're gonna have 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2, and then in the next one that we have here, it says 1 half double crochet in the next one, so it's just gonna be by itself. So the repeat pattern on this entire round is that one of them, which is this next one, is gonna have 2 half double crochets, and the next one's just gonna have 1. Okay, so we're just increasing size. So the next one is gonna have 2, and then the next one's gonna have 1. So please do that same configuration going all the way around for round number 3. So then coming up all the way around in the end of round number 3, the last one should be 1 single crochet by itself. So, and how do I know that's to be true? We started off with 2 and then 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. So the very last one should just be a 1. Okay, because the next one is a 2. So once you get that done, just join it to the beginning half double crochet that we started with. I just went into a gap by accident. Make sure it is to an actual stitch, not to a gap space, because it'll appear very obvious if it's separating. So that is round number 3. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to move on to the size that we're doing in this particular video in order to do the rest of this. So for the next round is 3 to 4 pounds only. You'll see it in the instructions standing by themselves. We're gonna chain 2, and it says 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. So I'm gonna come directly below. So we got 3 of them that will sit by themselves. So 1, and the next one is 2, and the next one is 3. So those are 3 half double crochets sitting by themselves, and then the next one is gonna have 2. So there'll be 2 half double crochets in this one. Okay, so the repeat pattern on this one going all the way around is that the next 3 will be by themselves. 1, 2, and 3, and then the next one has 2. So please do that same configuration going all the way around of keeping that. So it's gonna be growing slightly, and you're gonna notice it's gonna start to bowl in as well. So please do that. So 3 by themselves, and then the next one is 2 into the same one. So I'm coming up to the conclusion of this round, and if my math is done right, which I know it is because I can tell, is that the last one should be 2 into the same one in order to keep that same configuration of 3 by themselves, and the next one has 2. So you're just going to join it to the beginning half double crochet to finish off that round. So now we're now going to start doing the remainder of the hat. It's really quite easy. We're no longer growing at this point, and now it's just a matter of finishing it off properly. So let's begin to do the next rounds. So now we're at the point of the tutorial where the rest of the rounds are exactly the same. You're gonna need a tape measure, and this one for the preemie size is going to be 3.5 inches tall. Okay, so what you're going to do is that you're gonna start the next rounds, and it's all gonna be the same, and it'll be 3.5 inches tall before you're finished this particular one. As you get to 3.5 inches tall, what we're going to do is then just finish it off with 1 single crochet border all the way around. Let me show you how to do a round of this, and it's really quite easy. So let's pick up your project here, and let's begin the next round. So we're going to chain up 2, and then what we're going to do then is 1 half double crochet into each going all the way around. That's all it is. And so every time you get to the end of each round, you just join it with a slip stitch and then chain up 2, and then 1 half double crochet in each one of the rounds. So you're just gonna keep going around and around like that until you get to your 3.5 inches tall. Really quite easy. And the hat, you'll see that it's gonna grow a little bit more, but also now that we're not adding any more stitches, the hat formation is going to start taking effect probably in the next 1 or 2 rounds. So let's continue to do that. Let me meet you at the end of this round just to verify how to finish a round off, and then how to restart another one, and then we'll meet you at the end where we'll finish it off with a nice single crochet edge. That just makes it really quite nice at the end. As you get all the way around, you just join it to the top of the first half double crochet with the slip stitch, chain up 2, 1 and 2, and then begin half double crochet once again in each one of the stitches going all the way around. So please do this and then grab your measuring tape, and when you get to it being, so fold it in half and then measure the distance. It should be 3.5 inches between this and this layer here when you get there. And then when you get that done, just meet me back here and then I'll show you how to polish it off and do a nice brim border to it. It's just one round of single crochet. So I'll see you then, and happy hooking until then, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I was just a few minutes ago and now I've finished all, and now I'm just gonna measure it. You can see I kind of got a little bit carried away. It's about just over 3.5 inches. So now I'm going to finish off the final border, and the final border of the trim is just chain 1 and then 1 single crochet into each, going all the way around. Now when I come back, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna finish this off. I'm going to grab a darning needle and show you how to weave in your ends so that your tails will never hang out of your project. And because of that, especially if you're donating this to somebody in need, you don't want tails hanging out, especially if it's a preemie size and the parent is already distraught about their situation. You don't want a yarn tail hanging out for obvious reasons. So when I come back, let me finish this off and show you how to finish it so that you have no tails hanging out. When you come all the way back around, you're just gonna finish it off with a single crochet in the final, and then just join it to the top of the beginning single crochet. Okay, and you're gonna slip stitch that. So you're just gonna take a darning needle and you're gonna take some scissors and just cut about 1 foot long of your project, and I want to take the yarn strand and pull it through the final loop like this. So now you want to grab a darning needle at this point and you want to insert the yarn through it. Now your project can never fall out if it's weaved in 3 times. So watch how it's done. So I'm just gonna come back and I'm just gonna weave and going underneath the stitches. So don't go on the top of the border because the parent will see that. And we'll go in one way. It's about 1 inch distance. Pull. Go back in the other direction in a different path but very close to it so that it catches in a different set of fibers. And then go finally one more time in the other direction for the 3rd time. Your project can never fall out if it's woven in there 3 times. So now you can just safely trim, and now because of the way that I had you do the beginning, okay, of catching that yarn strand, you can go back to the top of the inside of the hat, trim it down, and therefore you'll have a project here. And if the parent wants to have a brim, they can just obviously roll up the little piece like this, and you got a little cap that is great for donations. So this is how you would do this hat. This is the preemie size of 3 to 4 pounds, and please enjoy this particular tutorial. I think it's a really great one. Until next time, Mike on behalf of the Yarnspirations as well as the CrochetCrowd.com.